Okada riders went to protest at the Access Lagos City Marathon, which was done last week Saturday. Do you think that was a good one from the Okada riders? Do you think the protest would be fruitful? Don't you think that was a blemish on the Lagos state government and Nigeria at large? Because the program was an international program that was aired by so many media companies, and it has been watched all over the world. Don't you think that would damage the reputation of the Lagos state government? On this note, on Vox Pop on Flip TV, we are asked to ask Okada riders and Lagosians their view on this. I am Babalola Timothy. Stay tuned with me. I will be right back. Last week, Saturday, Okada riders went to disrupt Access Lagos City Marathon to protest against the ban of Okada in Lagos State. Now, you as a rider, do you think that would lead to a fruitful end or a fruitful result?
The reality remains that that one is not the solution. The solution is just for Okada people to go and resolve the case with government. Maybe go and meet them and dialogue if government will allow Okada. Going to destroy or cause problem is not the solution. And it's not good for Okada people. I believe it's some certain people that just develop interest and do that.
You as an Okada rider, how have you been coping since the ban was placed?
Brother, it's not easy. Things have not been easy at all. So it's not easy at all for an Okada people now. I'm telling you, even they stay on Okada people too. But those people that did that is just they are acting on, maybe I would say cowardness or illiteracy is disturbing them. So it's not the solution at all. As a matter of fact, government can even because of that now grow more angry on Okada people. So it's not the best. So let them just calm down and see what happens. At least I still pray by the grace of God they will still allow us to walk inside street. You
still have the hope that Lagos state government could revert his decision, isn't it?
By his grace, God can do anything. God may touch them to allow us to still walk inside street.
No say as they want to pursue Okada for Lagos State. Not be only we they drive Okada. Even the people where they enter Okada, that means passenger, they're not happy with that thing. Because if you consider with Lagos State, they need Okada and all this Marwa. Because they have lack of motors and Okadas. That is.
You think, say, the protest where you guys go do on Saturday, go make Lagos state government pity you and go remove the ban?
With the thing, maybe they consider with that protest. Maybe. You know, say, them Lagos state, they don't like Okada. But maybe the way they see people, they follow government, they talk, maybe they should not ban the Okada. So they already banned the Okada. And we're not happy with that.
What do you think say go happen now?
What thing go happen? You know, say all those people where they drive Okada, if government not allow them to ride Okada in Lagos State, so they don't have any work to do. This is our own work. So if they say they not go allow us to work, so you see, we don't have any business to do. So we don't know how we can take care of ourselves and our families and others.
Okay, what do you want to tell Lagos state government now?
I want to tell Lagos state, say to pursue the Okada, it is not solution for we Okada, all the Lagos state people.
As a rider, you know, last week Saturday, Okada riders went to protest at the Access Lagos City Marathon that was done, and you know that was an international program. Do you think the protest will go a long way and make the Lagos state government revert its decision?
This about something like Okada rider that people are saying to stop. You know that no be going to express. We all accept that. But in a process whereby we still on the street, but people will be coming, police will be coming and threatening us and also arresting us, giving us the bill all the way. Like most of us, like 500 plus. Like me now, I use like over like 7 bikes for road. When people
where you get by yourself.
Where I get from by myself.
Where you give people where they work with them.
Work with me.
You use them help them, abi.
Help them as in like to work under me, deliver bike for me. I bought it new. So when thing happen like this, many people come and park all the bike. Now income no coming for me like to get the way out of me. And if I like to go sell the bike, I will not see even the quarter of that money I take buy the bike. So in order like to say that we should quick all for me, let them allow us like to walk by street by street in order us to go express. We all accept that, but like issue of stopping all bike, what we going to start for when they never provide what we can use to sustain ourselves. Many of us now have a issue like maybe they collect higher purchase, they don't know where to start for to do and they are still feeding their family through all this one. So it's a big situation for us. So that is it.
You know, the protest that was done on Saturday now by Okada riders, do you think it will go a long way and make the Lagos State government revert its decision? Making change his mind. Say, you know, say the protest will happen on Saturday now by Okada riders. Say that protest go make the Lagos State government talk, say, you know, they ban Okada again. You think, say, if you consider because of the protest?
For my own mind, maybe I would like to consider us to stop to stop holding us, as in like to allow us to walk, but in order us to leave us, as in we should not be walk again. It should be very difficult for us. Let them leaving us like maybe we walk street by street and leave us and stop. If we stop as like we know enter the express, but like street by street, let them allow us to walk so that we know the way out of our life too.
We hope the Lagos State government will consider. Okay, thank you for that. As we can see, we are here presently, and at the moment, Okada have been banned in this area, and most of the Okada riders are running for their dear lives. We are being told by one of them that if they are being caught by any of the by the policemen, they will be arrested and their bike will be seized from them. So that is why when they just drop people, they just take to their heels. Still on Vox Pop on Flip TV. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Okada riders went to protest in the Access Lagos City Marathon. Do you think the protest would go a long way and will make the Lagos State government reverse its decision by removing the ban on Okada?
That's what we hope so. That's what we hope, because the people who will go and protest, we really appreciate them. And we hope that it will give us a good result. Now, government, we don't know, but they are still doing that. They are catching bikes. Police are catching us, even here safe. Then they catch us, take away our bikes. But we pray that later they will leave us to work so that we get something to eat. We know that now only this thing we depend on, to get something to eat, to survive for. If the chase us go back to our areas now, the life will be so hard for us. So if they can hear us through this one now, I beg, make them leave us, walk inside or this local street so that we can get something to survive with.
Pray so that they will help us, because the thing is affecting many people. You understand? It's affecting us. Like some of us, when we close from work, before we reach house, sometimes 12 midnight, 1 o'clock. So let our governor to help us, especially this Malam of 18. It's good as they even let some of them to leave. Let them go. We don't need them, because small time I will be hearing bomb everywhere. So, but sometimes let our government just have patience on us, so that the suffering will not too much.
According to what you said, did you think the reason for the ban of Okada is really meant for evacuation of that?
No, I did not say that, but their population in Lagos is too much now. Let them reduce it. You know, they are out of, you know, Boko Haram is out for many things. You understand? So thank you.
Ohun tí mo kàn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wípé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò tíjọba ṣe, ó fi sápá kan ó tún fi sápá kejì fún àǹfààní ara wa ni tó yẹ nísìn kò ní gbé ìjọba nǹkan tí ìjọba ṣe bóyá ó dùn mọ́ ìjọba gan nínú bọ́dí ìjọba kan ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí garasa nìkan tó ń lọ tó yẹ nísìn most of our Okada rider a ní lọ́wọ́ passenger náà wọ́n tún ní lọ́wọ́ Okada passenger mi Okada mi ọ̀rọ̀ máa lọ jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́ passenger mi ní pé kó máa sáré from next thing can happen at any time nobody about mistake tó yẹ yín sìn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò tí ìjọba ṣe ó da díẹ̀ náà ó dúnkùn díẹ̀ káàtó gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí èmi kàn lọ́kùnrin mi kí n sọ ni wípé mọ́tò tí ní pé kó máa ṣe kíni kó tètè ṣe ètò mọ́tò yẹn because people are suffering àwọn èèyàn àwọn kan ń suffering gan fún àwọn tó lọ jíbi iṣẹ́ àti máa délé wọn ń suffering for it so government dey find solution in time so can dey favour masses.
Don't you think that is a stain on Lagos State government and Nigeria at large, because that was an international program which people from different countries came, and during the program they saw protests. Don't you think that will be like a blemish on Nigerian government and Lagos State government?
Everybody have a plan in your own states. Before government can do anything, they have already sit on it, plan, not the government alone. Even this to stop Okada rider or Marwa rider now, it's not the government alone. Some people when they even know enter Okada, they don't even climb Okada. They are among during the Fashola time. You didn't Okada rider take Fashola to court, and they wish Fashola say we like Okada. Nobody not like Okada. So this one coming now. It's not the government alone. People are back the government to do it.
What do you have to tell the Lagos State government?
What am I to tell the Lagos State now? To help Okada riders so that all this don't go highway. It's part of it. Don't go highway. To leave us way from street to street to street is not too bad.
The only thing is that since when I'm Okada rider and others, that so many of us in this Lagos State, we didn't have any work. When you go to Lagos State, when you go to factory work, there's no work. Before you see the full vacancy, there's lot of boys and girls. So some people they use from this Okada, use them to sustain themselves in Lagos State, to pay house rent, pay house NEPA bill, pay some things their children in the school. So mostly as they are talking about to ban Okada, what I'm able to see that for in the highway, I didn't see anything for there. People they told them that ride highway is good, but from here is by street. At least they should allow us to hustle ourselves for this small little chain we have, for use them to feed our own family, whatever anything you want to do, at least for use them. So that is where I've seen it. And second, the time of election, they will use Okada to do campaign. But once the person finish, the next target is by through Okada. They say they want to ban Okada, which is very bad.
My brother, anything protesting in Nigeria, it doesn't carry any effect, because when someone is in power, he will use his virtue power that he has to do whatever he likes. So I don't see anything protest. I don't see what the protesting will do to we Okada's rider. What it is in their mind, they have done it.
Okay, you as an Okada rider, how have you been coping since the ban has been effective?
This is the way we find ourselves. If we come out like this, we will sneak to pick some people that are interested of climbing Okada. Not that they are willingly. Sometimes it might be they woke up late in the morning to go to their work. That is where you will see some of them rushing to look for Okada to climb. Like me, I stay at Obawole. Before I can penetrate right inside to this very place, it takes me a long journey to get here.
Because you avoid the police.
Yes. Even with that, inside the streets, they are still hanging around to arrest Okada. That is what they are doing. So I don't see anything that the protesters will bring out of it, because the government is autonomous by themselves. When once they say it, and that is what they will do. I was a worker in a company. I work in a company.
That company, they shut down. They close it, pata pata. If you go now, there is no workers inside there. I sneak from there. After that, I went to Universal here. Sankyo Steel Mill and Universal Steel Mill. That is the two places I went. All those places, they shut down. Tell me, like Universals, how many workers did they have in that very place? Those people that they send out, what will they do in order to survive with the family in Lagos? You see? So, doing all this, well, to them, to me, if they see the cry of the masses, let them do something about it, because only me cannot say, let them revise back and they will. If the masses as a whole, since the time that this thing started, they kick against it, then they still say Okada must be banned. Who am I? What will I say? So anytime I come out like this, when once I know that it is 12 or 10:12, I will find myself inside till 6 o'clock before I come outside.
So how are you managing the risk? Because, you know, police officers are after, and task force as well, to capture the bike. How are you coping with the risk?
That is what I'm telling you now. My coping is, I normally time time of movement. I time that movement. Since they started this, I come out in the morning, let's say from 12. I will find myself inside house. Then I will wait till, let's say, 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening before I can come outside, in order to avoid those task force. Because you don't know who is who. Even here that we come to stand, they may even come in here. They come here times with that number and park Okada, which here is not a major road.
People, Okada riders and commuters as well in Lagos State, they are not responding very well, and their response is so bitter, because they said they have no any other means of survival, that the state government should allow them operate freely in the street, and they said it is reasonable for them not to operate on highways and other major routes, but they should be allowed to operate in the streets. This is where we are going to drop down the curtain on today's edition of Vox Pop on Flip TV. Do make sure you check us subsequently for more exciting, intriguing and insightful edition of this program on this wonderful platform. I remain Babalola Timothy. Have a nice day. Bye.